And it's not just like I want to be picky and, writing first or math later and, like, as if it wouldn't matter. Some of these things, do matter. Many avenues, you'd like to explore, and you don't get to because, oh, well, we're doing this. Oh, wait, no, move on to this other thing. You get into, like, the school days are separated into various periods, and I'm in third period or whatever, and I'm in history class, let's say, and this is, I don't know, 8th grade by now. You're in history class, and they're talking about the Egyptians, and maybe I'm really interested in that. Maybe the teacher's giving a great lesson here, we're going to all these details, and I want to learn more, right? So I'm sitting there, and I'm thinking a thing, and I'm curious about it, and I'm learning, and then ding, 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 there goes the bell. Everyone get up, move. You all must get up and leave the room. Now, what if I want to learn more about the Egyptians? No, you can't. Like, even if I want to learn more about this given subject. No, I'm sorry, the bell has rung. We must all get up now. We must all leave. We must all go to our pre-appointed other classes that must be attended. And look, I can understand that if you want to have a discussion or education involving many people, 30 kids and a teacher or something, that to a degree schedules can be useful. Okay, everyone, in all sorts of areas of life, you say, okay, everyone meet here at 2 o'clock. Because that's most convenient for everybody, and that's perhaps the most efficient way of doing it, get everyone together, and then, yeah. But could we have a little leap? Could it be just one day I skip English, and instead I hang around with my history professor a little longer, Just one day, once in a while. No, you cannot do that. You will be punished. And furthermore, your history professor is not going to spend any extra time talking to you, unless you do it perhaps in a particularly authorized time, you have to go out of your way. I think that our educational system has this deal with, I don't know, it feels like education has to be drummed into you. It has to be beaten into you, to be quite honest. We have to force you. Here, and there, and this time, and this place, and this assignment, and this is the way it works, and this is the way it's graded, and if you want to argue, tough luck. You can't argue. You can't go to someone and say, hey, I think this is a stupid assignment. Okay, how many times have you said that to yourself? You go home and you talk to your friends or something on the way back from school, and you're like, did you see what Mr. Smith gave us? Well, this is freaking busy work. You're done the end. This is like, crap, I'm not learning anything. I just have to fill out 100,000 little boxes. Okay, and it just chews up my time. I had that plenty of times. I'm looking at something, and I'm not learning it. Doesn't matter that I'm not learning it. Oh no! What matters is, am I following instructions? And these instructions are ostensibly for the purpose of learning, but dynamic, I want to learn things in my slightly own, more free sort of a way. I believe that humans are born with natural curiosity. You ever looked at, like, a toddler or something, some kid who hasn't gone to school before? Look around, crawl around here, and you get them like little kids' books or something. I remember like that. I remember looking at like the picture of like even a tractor would be like amazing. Look at all the nuts and the bolts and look, there's a wheel there, and that's probably the steering wheel, and I'm not even big into tractors. I'm just saying, like, you ever seen kids playing with like a little puzzle, Oh, wait, this piece can go here, and this piece can go there. How cool is that? You ever see kids playing with toys? You ever see kids making up games? You ever see kids imagining things? You ever see kids... Do you ever get the impression that maybe kids would keep learning if we just enabled them to learn? Huh? I think we send them off to school, and you get so much of the learning stuff smacked into you. I mean, I don't exaggerate. I don't think no teacher actually smacked me, but you know what I mean? So much of this stuff forced into you, and you start to get the impression that learning is an unpleasant activity. That's what you learn. You learn not to learn. I mean, by and large, I don't know exactly, but and so when you go home, you don't want to learn anymore. I already had to read this textbook on this page, and I gotta do this assignment. Oh crap, this thing is late, and I gotta get it in. You have to get the assignment in by 3 o'clock on Tuesday. You must. We give you no leeway, and you could You know, just get in some, just learn. Just no. We don't do that. So when everything is forced that way, everything is compulsory, and things are so often because, you know, the autocratic system that you've got decides, you know, you will be learning this or this, and they're not on a mission. They don't know what the kid happens to be curious in, or half the time they do, and the teacher's like, well, look, I know that's interesting, but we have to do, you know, music class now. We have to do something else. Actually, music class is pretty cool, but we have to do something, whatever it is that you're not interested in. We have to do that now, despite the fact that you're... So the teacher, you know, is constantly having you do stuff that you yourself are not particularly interested in. And so you get the idea, as I said earlier, that learning is an unpleasant experience. And so you go home, and the first thing you do is something that's not learning. Let's zone out in front of the TV. Let's, you know, just not do anything educational or something. I don't know. And this is a vicious cycle, because people will observe that, and then they see, oh, you know, so apparently kids do not learn on their own, and we need to force it into them. But if you started off the kid from the beginning, when he was on his own, you do realize that tiny little babies are picking up language, and in a couple of years that they're just gotten a natural language from sheer immersion. Just sitting around and listening to people talk is enough to learn how to speak. How cool is that? That tells you about the curiosity of the human brain. You know, that tells you that we like to learn stuff until, you know, we're forced to do it in the wrong way, and suddenly it becomes unpleasant. It's as if, you know, you like basketball, but then you're told, okay, wait a minute, you know, for 8 hours a day, you have to play basketball with the basketball, and it's made of lead. Funk. And suddenly you can't play very well, can you? Because we're going about this all the wrong way. And so then, in our higher metaphor, basketball becomes unpleasant, and you stop playing it altogether, even with the, you know, the ball as it's supposed to be, because your experience of it is doing it the wrong way. I cannot tell you. I'm trying to tell you how many times I've been curious about something, how many times I've wanted to learn something, to explore some you know, mental territory, as it were, and I couldn't, because I had freaking homework. Dang homework! Oh my gosh! I'm gonna go into incredible depth with that. I think it gets worse in high school. At least it was for me. I guess it all depends. For me, college has been easier in high school. I've heard from other people that the reverse is true. I think I just had a crazy high school. I don't know. But it was like every day, you know, you wake up. You have to wake up at a certain time. You can't sleep, you know, an extra hour. No. It's probably against the rules. You can't. Dang you, lack of leeway. There's nothing. There's no trust of the kids. You know? You gotta wake up. I have this freaking alarm. I hate alarm clocks now, thanks to 4 years of high school. I think I would have hated them in the first place, but now even more so. Okay. Get up. I'm tired. And then we go off to school.